In the early 1850s, when San Francisco was so starved for news of the outside world that 3 months old newspapers sold for $1 apiece, the Pacific Clipper Company had a monopoly on transportation of mail between the two coasts. Then stagecoach lines entered into competition for the lucrative government subsidies involved. War was declared between the two means of communication.
You're responsible for what happened last night, Warren. Will you admit it, or do I have to kill you?
What is this, Maxwell?
This morning, another one of our stagecoaches was found at the bottom of a canyon. The driver and a passenger killed.
What's that got to do with me?
Because you engineered it, just like the other jobs.
That's a lie.
What makes you think Mr. Warren is responsible for what happened to your stagecoaches?
Because he's agent for the Clipper Company. And they're trying to make us lose our mail franchise.
I've opposed you, yes, but by legal means.
As his lawyer, I'll vouch for that.
Where did the wreck take place?
At Vasquez Pass, just after they left Boulder City.
Boulder City?
What's the matter?
Well, Millie, my niece lives there. I'm expecting a visit from her. She was to have taken that stage.
As far as I know, the only passenger was the man who was killed. And that makes Warren and his outfit guilty of his murder. If you don't do something about this, I'm going to take the law into my own hands, Marshal.
Mr. Maxwell, I'm confident the federal agent on the case doesn't need your help or mine.
California, California,
the Californians.
California, I've come to live where life is best. In the Golden West, I'm gonna strike it rich in California.
During the next 10 days, 3 more stagecoaches were wrecked. 2 drivers were killed, several passengers injured. And a federal agent who investigated the case was severely wounded.
Isn't there anything that can be done to stop these crimes, Marshal?
Why don't you put more guards on your stagecoaches?
More guards? Why, I can't get enough drivers as it is. They've just about got us ruined, Marshal. And tomorrow's the deadline. If we don't make that 4 o'clock run out of here tomorrow, we lose our franchise. And that's exactly what the Clipper Company wants.
What makes you so sure the Clipper Company is behind all this?
We're a threat to the monopoly the shipping lines have had on the transportation of mails to California. If we prove stagecoaches can deliver it faster, Warren's outfit will lose a $500,000 subsidy.
Yeah, well, I understand that, but what I mean is, couldn't these be just plain robberies? Those mail pouches carry a lot of money.
Whatever it is, we need help. Your help.
I don't like to step out of my jurisdiction, but I'll talk to the federal agent on this case. See what I can do.
Thank you, Matt.
Andy, could you identify the man who shot you?
I don't think so, Matt. He was wearing a mask.
How many deputies are working on this?
Only 3, and I could use an army.
Will you deputize me as your agent?
Gladly. You and your whole police force.
No. This is... I want to handle this by myself.
Well, you can be my deputy as long as you want to, Matt. Raise your right hand, I'll swear you in.
Matt? My niece was definitely on that stage that was wrecked out of Boulder City.
How do you know?
A friend of mine just rode in town, said he saw her get on that stage 10 days ago. She hasn't been heard of since. I've got to get to Boulder City. Will you take me?
No, I can't. I'm going up there on business myself tomorrow. I'll do what I can to find out about her.
Sit down, Matt.
Thanks.
What kind of business?
Government business. Having to do with transportation of the mail. They don't have enough drivers, so I volunteered.
Don't you have enough to do here in San Francisco, Matt?
Well, an overland mail route is vital to San Francisco. If we lose this franchise, it may be years before we get another one started.
I'm not interested in who hauls the mail. I'm interested in what happened to my niece, Millie.
And I'm worried about my client, the Clipper Company. Don't be surprised if I have a little surprise for you, Matt.
Matt, I've got to get to Boulder City. You will take me, won't you?
I can't. The trip is too dangerous for you.
But I gotta find out what happened to Millie. I'm responsible for her being on that stage.
How so?
Well, she was having a quarrel with her mother over a love affair. I wrote and suggested that she come to San Francisco and talk it over with me.
Don't you know you shouldn't interfere in a family spat?
It's more than a spat. Her mother's very strict with her. Treats her like a child. She's afraid of her own shadow. Matt, you will take me.
I said no. Now you stay here and mind the store. And try not to cheat the customers.
Matt, sometimes I hate you.
That's when you're the most beautiful. I didn't mean to steal.
Nobody will ever suspect you're carrying mail in a buckboard, Matt.
Especially with the Pacific Clipper Company's name on it.
Anyway, I've given you a high-powered rifle and extra ammunition just in case.
Fine.
Best of luck, Marshal.
Not so fast, Mr. Wayne.
Sorry, Matt, you can't take the mail out.
Why not?
I've got an injunction signed by a federal judge.
What's it say?
Enjoins you, as City Marshal of San Francisco, from handling the United States mail.
That's a little surprise you had cooked up for me, huh? Well, I've got one for you. I'm not only Marshal of San Francisco, but I'm a deputy federal agent, sworn in yesterday.
Sorry, the injunction still holds.
It holds me as Marshal of San Francisco, but I'm going as a federal agent.
If you let him take the mail out, you'll be party to a federal crime, Maxwell. Tell him to get down off of there and unload those mail sacks.
He's got us licked, Matt. You better do as he says.
In the first place, the injunction isn't valid. In the second place, I don't think I can hold these horses. Help! Help! Run away, horses!
What do we do now, Mr. Smart Lawyer?
You catch those horses, and I'll get up a new injunction.
Do you have to go so doggone fast?
Well, this is where you get off.
I'm going to find out what happened to Millie. Besides, you don't want people to know that you're carrying the mail. And if I sit beside you, people will think that we're just man and wife going somewhere. You don't mind my just appearing to be your wife, do you, Matt?
I ought to break your neck. Get up here!
Yes, I'm all right.
Here they come.
Don't follow. Let him go. Marshal's worth a lot more to me alive than dead.
How do you know you can find him?
He's got a woman with him. I'll have to find some place to stay. My shack's the only place around here for miles. Pete, go to work.
Well, land sakes, come
$2 this time of night.
Well, you see, we lost our wagon and our horses got away. Could you put us
Well,
up for
come
the
right
night?
on in. Oh, you're sure enough welcome, folks. I was scared. Heard shots and figured bandits were on the loose. Well, I see you lost your gun, mister. My, what goings on. Millie? Millie! We got company.
Millie! Oh, Millie! What on earth are you doing here?
She's been living here. Oh, tain't much for a lady like her, but a little roughing it never hurt nobody, says I.
I heard you were on the stage that was wrecked.
Well, she was, but she jumped. She jumped off. She was hurt. My son Tom found her, brought her here. He's like that. Used to find stray kittens and hurt birds and bring them in and ask me to take care of them.
Millie, you haven't said anything. Are you all right?
Well, of course I'm all right. I've been caring for her like a bird with a busted wing. She is kind of bird-like, ain't she?
Millie, I've been terribly worried about you.
Well, I'm sorry, Aunt Wilma, but I couldn't send word.
Why didn't you go home?
We ain't ready to tell our little secret yet, are we, Millie, dear?
No, Mrs. Quinn, we aren't.
You boys stand guard. Anything that moves, shoot.
Tain't nothing. Just my son, Tom. Been out looking after his livestock. Just like him. Afraid they ain't bedded down. Got a heart big as a barn, that son of mine. Tom, these folks just come in looking for shelter.
Well, they're sure welcome.
They're friends of Millie's.
Well, that makes them double welcome. Make yourselves to home, folks.
That's my Tom for you. Give you the shirt off on his back.
I sure would, Marshal Wayne.
My head hurts.
It always feels that way when you get hit with a pistol. Now, don't you wish you stayed where you belong?
No. I know Millie's in danger.
So is the Overland mail route. Thanks to us falling into this trap.
She seemed scared. I had a feeling she had something to tell me.
You folks comfortable?
You untie me this instant.
You heard the lady. Untie her.
Why, sure, anything for a lady. You ready to make a deal, Marshal?
I might, if I knew what this was all about.
Well, you're kind of stupid, aren't you, Marshal? You mean you haven't figured out that it's me and my boys have been wrecking those stages?
You're kind of stupid, too. Haven't you figured out that you're government business now? The government has a long arm and it never sleeps.
I knew what I was getting into, but there was a lot of money in it. And I'm picking up the biggest chunk tonight. I want to be able to spend that money without having to worry about lawmen like you. Now, you forget you ever saw me. You put the government on the wrong trail, and I'll let you and the lady go.
I might consider that if you tell me who paid you to interfere with the U.S. mail. Whoever it was got word to you before we left San Francisco.
If I tell on them, they'll turn right around and tell on me. Now, do you want to make a deal on my terms, or don't you?
I'll think about it.
Oh, please, Matt. While you're thinking it over, this rope is cutting me into slices.
It's his fault you're uncomfortable, lady. I don't want to have to kill you, too. Especially the lady. She's Millie's kinfolk, and Millie wouldn't like it if I shot her aunt.
What are you going to do with Millie?
She's my ace. Now, if you're thinking of making a deal and then double-crossing me, you just remember that I'm taking Millie with me, Marshal. Have some chicken.
Do you think he would kill us?
If he has to. He can only hang once, so it's our lives or his.
You will make a deal, won't you, Matt?
Not if I can help it.
What on earth are you doing?
Going for a walk.
The buckboard ready, Mom?
Right outside.
Where are you going?
Mom and I are going to meet the man from San Francisco and pick up the money for tonight's work.
Tom, take me with you.
He wouldn't want you to know who he is.
Well, what about Aunt Wilma and Marshal Wayne? You're going to let them go, aren't you?
Sure, when the marshal makes a deal, and he will, I'll turn him loose. You know I wouldn't hurt your aunt, don't you?
You did hurt her.
Well, I had to knock him out or kill him. Like I said, I've never killed anybody in my life.
Ain't that just like Tom? Looks out for everybody.
Well, couldn't I at least untie her, make her more comfortable?
No, she's got to be uncomfortable for a while, so the marshal will make a deal.
Well, that's right, dear. It's all for the best. I'll be waiting outside, Tom.
Tonight was my last job. Tomorrow we'll go somewhere and we'll make a new start. You and me and Mom, like I promised.
Oh, but Tom, how do I know you'll come back?
That's how you know. The only thing that can stand in the way of our plans is Marshal Wayne. You won't need this, but if you do, you use it.
Quinn and Tom are leaving in a buckboard.
Millie, too?
No. I wonder... Millie! 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 Hurry. Help her.
Get it.
Thank you. Millie! 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 Here I am. Oh, Millie, I thought... What is this?
It's a pistol. Apparently, Millie's mother wasn't strict enough with her.
What's the matter with you?
Don't try to leave. Sit down, Mama. Sit down. You too, Marshal.
But why are you doing this?
I won't let you put Tom Quinn in jail.
No, why not?
Because he's my husband. We were married 4 days ago.
You married him? Why?
Because I wanted to.
Well, how long have you known him?
He's been courting me for almost a year now in town. Then Mother found out, wouldn't let me see him anymore.
That's because she didn't understand you're in a need to run around with bandits.
Tom wasn't a bandit then. Mother just didn't think he was good enough for me.
So he set out to prove that she was wrong by shooting up stages?
It was Mother's fault. She drove him to it. When she threw him out, he didn't care what happened to him anymore.
Well, Millie, something is going to happen to him very soon, and it isn't going to be pleasant.
Surely you don't intend to stay married to him.
Why not? It's the first time in my life I've been free. You don't know what it's like to be nagged and bossed and browbeaten day in and day out. To be criticized for everything you do. When I got on that stage to visit you, I never intended to go home again.
Was that when you found out he was a bandit?
Yes, but I didn't care. It was the most thrilling thing that's ever happened to me.
It isn't a thrill to see men killed.
Tom didn't kill anybody. He was nice to those 2 men. He even helped them down off the stage.
And when you were out of sight, he killed him.
I'll never believe that.
He also robbed the United States mail. What's thrilling about that?
Mother drove him to it. Tom is kind and gentle. He never hurt anybody in his life, and I love him.
Millie, do you love him? Or did you marry him just to get even with your mother? Your husband is a cold-blooded, cowardly killer. And I'm going to take him back to San Francisco with me.
I won't let you, Marshal. We're going away together. Tom's going to settle down.
And when his money gives out, he'll kill again. And if you get in his way, he'll kill you.
He wouldn't. I'll never believe Tom's a killer.
You will before this is over. Give me that pistol, Millie.
I'll shoot, Marshal.
I don't think you will. Your husband's a killer. You're not, Millie.
You love him, don't you?
He loves me, too. We were going away together, and now you're going to take him away from me.
She needs help. Take care of her. See if you can talk some sense into her.
Where are you going?
Outside to wait for Tom.
Millie! Where's Marshal Wayne and your aunt?
Gone back to town.
Why did you stop him? You had a gun?
I couldn't use it, Tom.
Well, you're gonna wish you had.
For shame, Miss. You said you was going to help Tom get somewhere.
Look, Marshal Wayne says if you're telling the truth about not having killed or robbed anybody, he'll come out at the trial.
Are you asking me to give myself up?
Well, Tom, it's better than getting killed running away. They can't do much to you just for wrecking stages. I'll wait for you, Tom.
Are you stupid enough to believe I could rob the United States mail without killing a few men?
You killed him.
Oh, he didn't kill any more than he had to, though. Only 4 or 5 in self-defense.
I loved you.
Well, I never loved you. When you saw me shooting up those stages, I could either kill you or marry you, and I married you.
Ain't that just like Tom? He put off killing you as long as he could, dear.
It's too bad you didn't shoot Marshal Wayne, because he'd be coming back here for me with a posse, and I'm not going to leave anybody around to tell him which way I went.
That'll be all, Quinn.
Drop the pistol, son. I don't want you dead.
Ma!
Who's behind this, Mrs. Quinn? Who's been paying your son to wreck the mail coaches?
You could have killed Tom, Marshal, but you didn't. Thanks. I didn't want to see him die.
Matt! Matt!
Tom, your mother's dead, and you're at the end of your rope. Who am I looking for? Who hired you? Tom. When they hired you, they killed your mother. You pulled the trigger, but they killed her. Are you going to pay for it all alone, or are you going to take them with you?
Good work, Matt. Congratulations.
For what?
Well, you caught the men responsible for wrecking our stagecoaches, didn't you?
Not the ones responsible. Just the ones who carried out the orders.
Too bad they wouldn't talk.
Why'd you send for Mr. Warren, Matt?
Oh, I thought he'd like to know how things turned out.
Well, just how did things turn out?
3 of your hired killers confessed that you paid them to force the stage lines out of business.
They lied. I knew it. I knew it was him all the time, Marshal.
But of course you did. Seeing as you were in on the deal.
Why, that's utter nonsense.
You were partners from the start.
You're accusing me of destroying my own property?
I'm accusing you of selling out on your own stockholders. You and Warren were gonna split up a nice juicy melon once you forced the stage lines out of business, weren't you?
Well, I deny it.
On what grounds do you base those fantastic charges against my client?
On the grounds that Mr. Maxwell didn't want me to take the mail out. So he and Warren rigged up that injunction to stop me. But on the off chance that I might defy the injunction, they sent word ahead to have their men waylay me. In addition, Mr. Maxwell very thoughtfully provided me with a defective rifle and a halfway broken tongue for my wagon.
You can't prove that.
I don't have to. I have 3 signed confessions. Now, perhaps one of you gentlemen might volunteer to turn state's evidence?
Yes, you bet I will.
Oh, no, you won't. I'll turn state's evidence, Marshal. Warren forced me into it. He threatened to ruin me if I wouldn't.
You're a liar. You came to me with the
Why,
idea.
that's not so. You know it
You
isn't.
can't deny it.
After the conviction and execution of the conspirators, a new overland mail subsidy was granted by the government. And as a result, California was bound closer to the rest of the Union by a network of stage lines. And Millie was going home to admit that mothers aren't always wrong.
I've been most everywhere, but I like where I am today, and here is where I'll stay. Now one thing I just can't endure is being broke and being poor, so I come west to take the cure, and here is where I'll stay. I've come to California, California. There's gold in them there hills in California. I've come to live where life is best, in the golden west. I'm gonna strike it rich in California.